Right, I've had a good think. I could have done some work, but I had mental work to do. My VTEC's broken. Interesting. Ah, what's going on here? I wonder if I have to switch it on and off again. Have I got a kickstand down or anything? Interesting. What is happening with my car? See if that fixes it. That usually fixes most problems, doesn't it? On and off. Oh, I wonder what's happened here. Oh, I'll have to sort that when I get home. It doesn't smell quite right, actually. What is going on? There we go. Oh, everything's work. Everything's alright again. Fix itself. As long as it fixed itself. Yep, there you go. All working. Working as intended. So, back to the topic at hand. I have been contemplating. I have contemplated. And I have come to a decision. Forgotten. No, I haven't forgotten. Right, Nat Snacker's Yard made a video about bikes and e-bikes. And I've been getting into a thoroughly, incredibly engrossing discourse with someone in this chat who just doesn't quite grasp a simple concept. First of all, right, if I had the choice, I'd scrap all e-bikes, bin them, across the board. People need to stop being fat and lazy and just pedal a normal bike, you fat fuck. See, that's not going to happen. They're out in the wild now. The cat is out the bag. The electronic cat bike is out the electronic cat bag. So, what they should be is a mini CBT, like 20 quid. And if you want to upgrade from your mini CBT to an actual CBT, you'll get money off. It's a bargain. Bonus bargain. Bargain bonus. And then there's a little license plate you can put on the back, say under the seat. The way I think it's India, possibly, they have like, the long, thin number plates. Just get one of them on. Bang one of them on. The bike is now registered and I wouldn't go as far as to say insured. But you know, if it's going to be on the road, you should have some kind of liability insurance, public liability at the very least. Your own back more than anything else. And you'd probably find that there's a lot of drivers would be happy with the fact that they're insured bikers on the road. So if something you do come a cropper, no one's out of pocket. Limit them to the age of 16, like a normal, or maybe a little bit less, like 14. Doing like the CBT at the moment for the 50cc. Because let's face it, the only modification anyone gives a shit about is one for speed. And if you've got a license plate and the police with a little gun can clock you, just sitting there out in the van, just like as they do cars, people might buck their ideas up a little bit more. They get flashed running red. There we go. Job done. Because they're not going to stop and search bikes. I know some countries do, but let's face it, the police are fat and lazy shits in the UK anyway, so they're not going to do that. Never going to do that. There's money to be made there as well, isn't there? Money to be made by the government. You turn up and you get shown how to do some little road rules, and you weave your bike in and out some figure of eights, some cones. They used to do that, or a similar thing to that, when I were a lad. I don't know if they still do it. It doesn't count for anything, but you could have done it. You can show up and ride your bike around in a circle, and you go, yeah, you are competent. No one don't give a shit. Now, for unpowered push bikes, like anyone and everyone are on the road, it doesn't help the problem with those people running reds. I'd at least legislate helmets into law, like mandatory helmets for cyclists. Personally speaking, if I knocked someone off their bike and they were seriously hurt, I probably wouldn't give a shit. Even if it was my fault, wouldn't give a shit, no. Because let's face it, if someone blats through a red light, I don't give a shit how fast I take off. It was green for me, it was red for them. Couldn't give a shit. I don't know what kind of modifications this guy was trying to like cut back on. You know, ejector seats and fucking flamethrowers or something. Oh, is that oil? Oh, it's a spillage. That's really the sticking point, isn't it? Modified generally means either a throttle, although you can classify it as a mobility thing if you have a throttle based one. But let's be honest, about 95 or probably 99% of people that have e-bikes are delivering food. I don't know which way he was going then, he was going to take his time, so... Is he still coming? Do I need to pull over more? Oh, I thought the Rozzers were going to get me! Oh, Rozzers! This puts a little bit of a weird thing on my filter now, because everyone's moving around, mixing it up. What are people trying to do here? I want to go left at the lights. I want to go left. Having a bit of a break, a bit of a change of scenery. It's possibly a bad idea. Immediately hitting a queue of traffic. Bad idea. Ugh. I think the big problem they had when they introduced e-bikes was the fact that they limited them to 15.5 miles an hour. Or you shouldn't be able to do more than this speed. With absolutely zero ability to enforce that rule. Sure, the likes of Halfords and stuff like that aren't going to, the big brands aren't going to be selling dodgy ones, but just look online for a kit or a hack, or you can just buy them straight from the factory. I mean, even like a few years ago, I saw videos of people doing 70 miles an hour on an e-bike off-road, just smashing it. And I genuinely think that there's no one that really needs an e-bike. If you're going like, well, I need an e-bike because it helps me, because I like to go off-road on my bike, and I can't do that as well as I used to. Well, you should have kept up with your fitness then, hey fatty. Or get used to lighter trails, or walk, for the love of God. You can't continue to do what you love to do into your dotage, unless you're Hugh Hefner and what you love to do is bang chicks that could be your great-granddaughter. At some point you've got to go, this isn't good for me anymore. Especially when you could buy like a little e-scooter or something if you want to use it for commuting to work, and at least then you've got a helmet on, and that's about it. Let's be honest with you, helmet and flip-flops. But you would be taxed and insured, not these scumbags bombing around on it. Illegal scoots, illegal e-bikes even. I don't really think this route through beyond this direction. Ugh. I think you go left here anyway. The question would be, do I do a swift, or do I go to the right and see what happens? So I go to the right, see what's down there. It's not like it's fucking raining or anything. I follow this car, he knows where he's going. See, look at that. Chunky boy on a fucking green. What a dick. On his fucking fat tied e-bike because he's a fat fuck. And I know what you're saying. Oh, you're being ignorant, you're fat shaming. Well, someone has to. Let's be honest. Let's be real. Someone has to. It's not healthy. It's objectively not attractive. Let's be honest, as they say. Everyone praises Lizzo, but tell a girl like she looks like Lizzo, she'll probably fucking smash your face in. I just wonder what it is with this generation's. What are you doing, Belland? Strange aversion to effort. I think I've definitely gone on a bit of a wonk here. I think I've zigged when I should have zagged. Booze extra. We'd love a bit of extra booze. There's a great mass of unemployed. Shall I just go left here, shall I? Yeah, let's follow all the other cars. I've got a feeling that this is a no-through road, but this many cars wouldn't come down here if you couldn't get through. Surely not. I literally just couldn't be bothered with Dunningsbridge Road again. Sick of it. I can't really go through Crosby until the kids are out of school, because that place just backs up royally. Can't be asked to filter to the front either on this one. Otherwise I'm going to be trying to do a friggin' dodgy little hill start. I may as well just stay where it's nice and flat. I know. Hand in my filter card, my biker badge. Everyone's going right today. Let's go right then. Let's follow on. Oh, I know where this is. I'm at the top of Dunningsbridge Road now. What an absolutely stupid way to go. Yeah, don't do that again. Don't do that again. You saved yourself no time there. None. Oh, and the traffic's still all smegged up. It's almost a potential truck canyon, but that's what we call in the business 2 new fucking wing mirrors. 2 brand spankers. Yeah, on an unrelated note, I noticed today that if I type in the word small on my phone, it auto suggests the word wanger next. If those lights turn red and those trucks stop moving, I'll probably go for it. Probably fucking do it, lads. Truck Canyon, still better than buses. Still better than a bus. Do. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Are they going to try and cut across? I don't see any indicators, but the wheels are pointed in a wonky direction. It's an Audi, so 50-50 whether they have any or not. Let's find out. That's a lot of tetanus death, that, isn't it? Rusty railing. I used to love a big metal railing when I was a kid. Those like twisted iron ones that look like little shepherd's crooks. Oh, best weapons ever they are. Why are people indicating? Is it just wrong lane or what? What's happening? Yeah, just rapidly change lanes, mate. Absolutely nothing bad can happen when you do that. Oh, is it because of this? The roadworks. Oh, I see. Announcing my presence, get the fuck out my way. Well, if this was backing traffic up down Dunningsbridge, I might have actually saved myself a bit of bother with my rando detour. Come on, come on. Bum, bum. Amazing, I can't see. Drag. Come on. Come on. Come on, you can do it. Not going to bother indicating then, no? Not going to bother. There's only other road users. Oh, fuck them, right? Fuck them. Bum, 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 bum. Do I need to rev my bike that much? Yes. Stop asking stupid questions. If I didn't need to, I wouldn't bloody do it, would I? It's red, mate. It's red. Stop. 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 Stop there. Stop right there. White eye. Wah, wah. Ooh, kicked him right in the knackers. Right in the kahunas. Fucking keep play a bit there, mate. Couldn't give a shit about that either, could you? Keep player. Does no one follow the rules anymore? I thought I was going to get attacked by that random paper cutout then. Is everyone just a belligerent road user that just thinks only of themselves? Can't even stop behind a white line anymore? Drive a Range Rover. Ranger. Oh, where are you creeping to, mate? It's red. Where are you fucking going? It's red, dickhead. In hell. Couldn't be bothered to wait his turn. Doggy! That's how we greet each other. Could have got off the bike and conversed via sniffing arses, but polite company and all. Saw a guy today whose name was Lover, and I can't help but think his parents put so much pressure on that kid. Because if he is not a good lover, such an ironic name. What a big underpants to fill. Could have changed it himself. Could have. I knew a guy called Melvin who changed his name to Steve because we kept taking the piss out of him for being called Melvin, but everyone just still called him Melvin. It was just worse now because that wasn't his name. I'd love to know how long that his actual name followed him through through his army career. Melvin. Surely there must be a department, right, at the hospital where they go, they're filling out the birth certificate, the details, and they go, oh, what's the name? And they go, oh, Optimus Prime, and then someone steps in and goes, we'll just take that kid off you, mate. You clearly aren't fit to be parents, that kid's going to get bullied. Don't give kids stupid names, unless you're rich. Unless you're rich enough for it to just be, well, rich, or a movie star's kid. Then you'd be called Peaches or fucking Spannerwank or something like that. And no one's going to bat an eyelid because your daddy did a film. I can imagine the kids going, well, the grandkids going, Nana, why is your name Peaches? Oh, well, great granddad did a lot of drugs. There should be a form you can sign when you're like 18 years old or whatever, where you can choose to keep the name you've been given or pick a new one. What do you like when you get your national insurance card? Before you get a little form to say, do you wish to be called Melvin, or would you like to change it at this point to something that people will respect? Oh, it started to happen. The rain sliding off the bits that are waterproof. I can just feel my groin getting moister and moister, and not in a sexy good way, in a very rainy bad way. Well, it's entirely possible I could be closer to home if I didn't go on some fucking random detour. Oh, I've still got my serious face on. Oh, idiot. Should have took that off. Should have took that off once I stopped being super serious. It does make me wonder though what the government were thinking when they started introducing like e-bikes and stuff like that. Because normally they're mad on, oh, we need to jump on this. They wouldn't let people have scooters. Still, you're technically still not allowed to have an e-scooter at all. But again, it's just one of those unenforceable rules where people just do what the fuck they want anyway, and there's nothing you can do about it. They all started popping up. You can rent one, and people like drive on the roads on them like a menace. Occasionally, you'll see them like 2 at a time, and for a while, I'd drive in the morning, and there would just be like masses of them just littered all over the pavement. I'm assuming they stopped working after when you hit like a certain distance, or out of their zone, they just cut out, and people just like dump them where they are. Then some poor bastards got to go around and collecting them, but that absolutely does not happen. And for a nation that gets all uppity about football, yet the majority of people probably get out of breath running a bath. Hey, little joke for you, little joke. Now that the serious face is off. Oh, we need to bring back like sporting days for schools and stuff like that. Get the kids involved again. Get them doing some sports. Probably all just get like participation trophies, like oh, you didn't win or come anywhere near the top, but well done, thanks for showing up. Waste. Being a physical superior specimen doesn't make you socially superior specimen. It does, but it doesn't. It's unofficial, right? It's unofficial. Be some big gorilla with Popeye fucking arms after the spinach, and you're thinking you'll mess with that guy. He's probably well hard. He's probably not. He's probably just overly obsessed about what he eats and takes a lot of steroids. But you'll still think that, wouldn't you? You'll still think he's the cool one, the cool guy.